The so-called Sigma guy is one of the most sought-after, mysterious, and attractive individuals out there. You must understand that we have been yearning for something as humans since the dawn of time, and the purpose of this something is to discover who we truly are. Much to how the character you choose in a video game dictates what skills and talents you start with, the architect you connect with as a person in real life helps you to completely utilize both your strengths and limitations. This is critical for those of us who simply want to play to our natural strengths while avoiding our flaws. What you need to understand is that alpha, omega, beta, sigma, and other such terms are merely archetypes. As a result, they serve to simplify a set of personality features for a specific sort of person. Many men may or may not aspire to be more like the alpha male, despite the fact that our personalities are more suited to the sigma. While it's true that we can all play pretty much any archetype at any time, depending on the situation, every one of us has a dominant archetype with which we identify more strongly than the others. Always keep in mind that we are not defined by a single archetype and that the archetype we play is influenced by dynamic changes in our social environment, as well as aspects such as who else is in our close area. Today I'm talking about the top 5 signs you might be a Sigma male. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Number 5 on today's list of signs you might be a Sigma male is the capacity to manage a room, which is the first piece of evidence that a man can genuinely be a Sigma male. But here's when things become a little confusing. I thought only alpha males could dominate a room, you might say, but the truth is that both the sigma and the alpha have the capacity to handle pretty much every place they enter into. They just do it in different ways. Alphas are noted for utilizing loud, direct conduct to dominate the environment they enter. The sigma, on the other hand, accomplishes the same with a quiet, mysterious form of energy. The Sigma can now play on his natural desire to keep to himself and project a calm, confident, mysterious attitude to those around him. What's more, people in the room are staring at both the Alpha and the Sigma, unsure what it is about the Sigma that gives him nearly as much influence over the space as the Alpha, and they'll soon discover that it's the mystery that makes him so intriguing. Now keep in mind that being really quiet and sticking to yourself without demonstrating confidence is essentially the same as being an oddball. The Sigma walks a fine line between mystery and confidence, and silence without confidence will put you in the odd category of guys. Number 4 is up next and probably one of the most significant attributes of any Sigma male, and that is the Sigma's ability to think deeply. Most Sigma guys have a highly analytical mindset, and some could even claim they overthink things. The crucial thing to understand here is that people who think that way are typically brilliant by nature. As a result, the Sigma male is naturally more clever than other archetypes in this aspect. The ability to maintain that elusive demeanor that makes him so alluring to others. Simply put, the Sigma is the man in the movies who is always one step ahead of the bad guys and always finds a way to win in the end, no matter what is thrown at him. Coming up next, and number 3 on our list that a man may be a Sigma male without even realizing it, is self-sufficiency. The ability to be self-sufficient is something that distinguishes the Sigma male and allows him to compete at the same level as the Alpha. People all throughout the world, particularly women, find a man who doesn't need anything from anyone immensely appealing because the most unattractive actions in men are produced by neediness. This could be an overwhelming need for validation or attention, or even something as simple as needing someone to do your laundry for you, depending on the situation. So for those of you who still have your mothers doing your laundry, you might not be the best fit for the Sigma architect. Self-sufficiency is tremendously appealing, and even males find it easier to respect other self-sufficient guys. If you have ever found yourself in a difficult position, a Sigma will be there for you and you won't have to tell him what to do. Being self-sufficient as an adult entails being able to bring home the bacon, both literally and metaphorically. However, it also indicates self-sufficient character traits such as pulling power and inspiration from within and not requiring excessive affirmation from others. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That's going to signal YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. The number 2 sign that you might be a Sigma male is doing your own thing. The lone wolf mindset is one of the top signs that distinguish the Sigma from the Alpha, Omega, and all the other male archetypes. So if you're a guy who often thinks of himself as a lone wolf, enjoys spending time alone, and prefers to do your own thing the majority of the time, you might be more of a Sigma than you ever imagined. Men who identify with the Sigma male are not very reliant on others. They are unconcerned about using social media to broadcast their personal lives to the world. Some people may even refer to Sigmas as loners. Rather than seeing doing your own thing as a sign of weakness, the Sigma draws inner power from the fact that you don't need the social affirmation that others do. In terms of attraction, many girls find this level of independence quite appealing. Topping our list, and the number one sign that you might be a Sigma male, and it is undoubtedly one of the most essential characteristics of what you'd call the Sigma male, is being rebellious. All Sigmas, as you might guess, have a dark side, meaning they're more of a bad boy than the average person, and their "I don't care, I'm not trying to impress anyone" attitude only adds to their appeal. The Sigma is the person who doesn't get in trouble all the time, but isn't afraid to step outside of what society considers acceptable behavior. It is this mentality that distinguishes the Sigma from other men, allowing him to truly stand out and be one of a kind. While most people play the sheep role and simply do what everyone else is doing or what everyone else tells them to do, a Sigma is essentially an introverted alpha, which means he has many of the same traits as alphas, such as inner confidence and strength, but he displays these traits in quite a mysterious way, rather than being obnoxious and upfront. In the same way that picking the proper character class may help you win a video game, by playing to your strengths rather than your shortcomings, picking the archetype that best fits your personality can help you win many situations in real life. Something you must realize is that every one of us has a distinct archetype with which we identify more strongly than the others. We may better play to this archetype by knowing and comprehending it, thus amplifying our own strengths while avoiding highlighting our unique flaws. The Sigma archetype is without a doubt one of the most powerful, rare, and appealing archetypes out there. Many of you may now identify with this archetype, while others will not. However, just like in a video game, if you want to have the best chance of winning, you must first figure out which archetype you most closely resemble, and essentially figure out how to play to that in a way that enhances the abilities and qualities that you already have as a person, that you've picked up since the time you were born and throughout your life's experiences. What social archetype do you identify with the most? Leave a comment and let me know. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.